Good morning to our teacher and friends. Uh, Good morning to our teacher and friends. And today I'm going to tell you about the viruses. And after my presentations, you guys will be able to definite the virus. Definite the virus, list out the characteristic of virus, and give some example of virus and draw and label the structure of the virus. But the most importantly, you guys should know about the characteristic and give some example lah. And the definition of the virus. Virus is an effective agent that typically consists of a nucleic acid molecule in a protein code is too small to be seen by light microscopy and is able to multiply only within the living cells of a host. As you can see the background, there is different type of virus and about the characteristic, this one is quite important, and the things that I highlight you should remember because there is some question at the back. The virus are not included in any of the kingdoms because they are non-cellular organisms. The non-cellular organism I will explain at the back later. And about the virus, they does not carry out any life process outside of a cell, and the virus reproduce using living cells by injecting their genetic material into the host cells. And the virus are made out of nucleic acid, DNA or RNA and and this one is actually not okay. And we continue. The size of a virus is very small. It's about 20 nanometer to 400 nanometer. It's very small. If you don't know how small is it, you can search in the internet. It's quite small. And the virus, because they are too small, so the virus cannot be seen by using a light microscope and can only be seen using an electron microscope because electron is also very small. So if we use the electron microscope, we can see the virus. And this is the structure of the virus itself, and this is the virus. This is the cell, and the virus is non-cellular. Just now I've mentioned that the non-cellular is no nucleus, no organelles, no cytoplasm, no cell membrane. This one you can remember And
now we look about the differences and similarities between virus and cells. One of the differences is the structure. The structure of virus consists of DNA or RNA, core and capsid. The cell consists of cell membrane, cytoplasm, nucleus and organelle. Secondly, virus reproduce in the host cell, but cell undergoes division mitosis to produce somatic cells and also undergoes division meiosis to produce gamete. Thirdly, virus contains either DNA or RNA inside it, but cell contains DNA and RNA. The DNA are mainly found in nucleus and RNA mainly found in cytoplasm. Next, virus does not grow and develop as it just needs to manipulate hosts to build new viruses. But cells need to grow and develop as it needs to increase the number and for differentiate. Besides, virus does not need to obtain energy because they just need to steal it from infected cells to make copies of them. Cell contains mitochondria to produce energy and used for cell division. Virus does not respond to environment, but cells respond to environment extending, grows rapidly in suitable temperature. The similarity is the virus and cells will change over time. As a virus replicates, its genes undergoes random coping error, as we say that genetic mutation. Over time, these genetic coping errors will make changes to the virus, lead to the alteration in the virus surface protein and antigen. All the cells also experience changes with aging. They will become larger and are less able to division and multiply.
And this is the size of viruses and the comparison. As you can see, the first one is this one and the last one is this one. As this is the descending order from the big one to the small one. And here is the particle size. The human hair is this, and remember the things that I highlight. White blood cell is here, and red blood cell is here, and the coronavirus, COVID-19, you should remember, white blood cell, red blood cell, and the coronavirus. Quite simple question. And here is some example. And number one is P4 bacteriophage and tobacco mosaic virus, human immunodeficiency virus, which is also known as HIV, and influenza virus, dengue virus, and most importantly coronavirus. Here, this one. It's question time, and quite simple question only. The first question is, list one of the characteristics of the virus. And here's the answer. Not included in any kingdoms, non-cellular organism, does not carry out any life process outside of a cell, made out of nucleic acid, DNA or RNA, and is very small. And the second one, give one example. Oh yeah, this one very easy. One example only and you know. Coronavirus lah. Most importantly, you guys should know lah. And this is other. And the last question, arrange the size of the coronavirus, red blood cell, white blood cell, in an ascending order. Ascending order is from small to bigger and the biggest. Okay, here's the answer. Coronavirus, the smallest, bigger, and the biggest. As you can see here, coronavirus, red blood cell, white blood cell. Okay, let's go back to the coronavirus, red blood cell, and white blood cell. And that's all for today. Thank you and stay safe.